Hey guys, welcome to episode 3 of The Road to Glory with England on Football Manager 2011. This is going to be a friendly game, and as you can see, this is the final friendly before the Euro 2012, by the way. As you can see, we're going to be facing the Bahamas. I originally wanted to do this in the Bahamas for obvious reasons, but no, they wouldn't let me have it. Oh, it's a terrible shame. And because the game, I personally think it really lacks. I've brought in Phil Jones, by the way, who was still at Blackpool. Because the game really, I think it lacks a lot of focus on the international part. You know, it's talking about this being dubbed a waste of time. Why hasn't it asked me to arrange a friend? I mean, I had to go and do this myself, which is kind of true, but it wouldn't arrange a friendly for this particular week. Now, as we saw there a minute ago, there was tons of friendlies going on. You need to do a bloody friendly. Come on, it really doesn't have a clue what it's doing, and you know, stuff like the club managers pulling the players out of friendlies. It's ridiculous. I don't think that's absolutely ridiculous. Anyway, we're gonna pick a team here. We're gonna throw in Scott Carson. Yeah, go on. Well, actually, no, I'll throw Joe Hart on. Got Micah Richards playing here, as you can see. Glenn Johnson, though, will be bringing on probably at half time. Gary Cahill and Ryan Shawcross, who I'm dubbing at the moment as a future England captain. It's absolutely fantastic. He will come in. Leighton Baines to go at left back, and then I'm going to say that Leighton Baines to go in there. He is a beast. I'm going to admit that. Jack Wilshere, Jordan Henderson, and Stuart Downing. I think that's an experiment in midfield. You may notice here a guy called Billy Sharp. Burnley fans may know him. I'm not too sure if he still plays for Burnley now or not. But yeah, he did quite well. I think he scored like 13 goals in the Premier League, which is good. Again, Burnley have this bizarre knack of seemingly coming up all the time, like they did in the Liverpool game. So we're going to throw on Darren Bent, who was the top scorer in the league. So we're going to throw them two on and see how they do. I'm going to throw Carson. I had to pick 3 keepers, by the way, in case you're wondering. Cahill, Parker, Gerrard, Lennon. I think it's 9 subs. I'll just check that when we do. It's 9. I think that's okay. Yeah, that seems fine to me. Okay. Now I'm not going to alter any of the player things. I just want it to be as crazy as they can. Now I don't really know any of these players. Hey, there's a Suarez. But yeah, we're going to see how these go. We're going to give Billy Sharp a go. Now, what that'll give me the opportunity to do as well is I can't even ask the assistant, for this. Enjoy the run out. But what I'm going to do before we start is I'm going to show you. I'm dawdling, maybe, I know, but I don't know how to get to the Premier League. Hang on, actually, just do this. Go to England and the Premier League. This is how the Premier League finished. This is the second season. Now, once again, Manchester United winning it. Tottenham only finishing 2 points behind them in second. We're top for a long time. Liverpool coming behind Everton in 8th, which is a bit odd. Sunderland in 5th. Wigan, West Brom and Leicester getting relegated. Swansea are in there. Burnley are in there. Wolves up there. And yeah, let's have a look at the stats real quick. As you see, Darren Bent's up, obviously, was 23 goals. He's up there doing very, very well indeed. Lee Cattermole, 4 red cards. Andy King is he English? No, he's Welsh. Okay. Because I've always seen him. He scored that belter for Leicester against my Liverpool, didn't he? Alexis Sanchez is at Fulham. So yeah, that's the idea. Now, Billy Sharp, he is 12th, as you can see. Got a decent. That's a good amount of goals. Same as Fernando Torres at Liverpool. There, it's no mean feat, that is it really? Bentner somehow 13. Anyway, that's enough. Enough of that. You get the idea. Let's see how we do. And Bahamas are strangely. Oh, there you go. Never mind. I didn't even think Bahamas would get a corner. Now, you may be wondering, why the hell are you playing Bahamas? It's a little bit random. Because they're yellow, I'm gonna call them bananas. Sorry, it'll be a Freudian slip, but I can't help it. They're yellow. But why am I playing Bahamas? The main reason I'm playing Bahamas is it was because the majority of the teams that I clicked on to arrange the friendly were unavailable. Like the team I picked originally was Sierra Leone. In case you don't know your geography, it's a very small African country, one of the poorest in the world. Actually, school, my old school used to go on like I can never say this word, expeditionary missions there to like help them and build schools and stuff. And I thought it'd be nice just as like a little homage to that to Sierra Leone, but unfortunately they were unavailable, so I just went for Bahamas because remember a few years ago when I think I talked about before when England were warming up for the 2006 World Cup, they played Jamaica. Oh, Ben's just wide because they played Jamaica at Old Trafford, and I think I've talked about that was when Peter Crouch. That was when the Robo Crouch thingy was in its prime, and there's 1-0 Ashley Young as a goal. So, remember that, I think it was at Old Trafford, when Crouch, I think he got a hat-trick, or he got two or three goals, and he did the old robot celebration, that went completely mad during World Cup fever in 2006. And yes, I just thought I'll pick another Caribbean team. Originally, I thought I'll do it in the Bahamas, but it wouldn't let me. Probably because there isn't a football ground built in there, but I thought do it at Wembley, who cares. And surprisingly only 1-0 up halfway through the first half. Who's anyone? Oh, that's a Bahama player injured. So what now? You may be wondering why I've brought Sharp in, apart from the fact that he is obviously Burnley's top scorer and scored an impressive 13 goals in the predicament he was in, or his team was in. I always would pay attention to Premier League. If you're England, mostly the Premier League. Or the Premier League stats, top scorers, because there's always a surprise package in there. Darren Bent. I mean, it'd look a bit weird. Darren Bent getting 23 goals for Sunderland's top scorer in the Premier League, and me not picking him for Euro 2012. That's a bit weird. It'd be like Fabio Capello, say Andy Carroll. Say this. I doubt it, but say this season Andy Carroll gets 23 goals, and oh dear, and then he doesn't go ahead and he goes ahead and picks Peter Crouch for the Euro 2012 team. That's a bit weird. Doesn't really make same sort of thing applies. So it's always worth having a look. Oh, look, what a goal! Darren Bent, what a goal! He never meant it. I'm not really too sure what on earth happened there, but it's 2-0 against the Bahamas. This is just a fun game. This is just more sort of entertainment for you guys rather than a serious game. So this Wilshere, what did he do here? Header. How the hell has he headed that from about 20 yards out? That has to be one of the furthest headed goals of all time. Strange goal. Anyway, here we go. 3-0. There we go. We're getting into the stride now. This is just as I say, just entertainment. Just to see how many goals we can get in, get them warmed up. And one massive thing this does, and this is why I'd always recommend picking a small team. This gets we saw it anyway, but this gets every single player's morale and confidence to pretty much their peak. Superb every time. If any of you have ever messaged me, and this is the advice I'd give you, a lot of people like me, morale's rubbish, or can't get the players winning, or the morale can help me fix my players' morale. What I'd recommend is play friendly when you've got a bit of spit time. You're playing for a couple of days, playing for a week and a half or whatever. Play friendly against a really rubbish team like the Bahamas, and obviously you can't play the Bahamas if you're a club team. But this, just prior to the Euro 2012 beginning, this will do everyone's confidence a world good. The morale's going to be up, the confidence is going to be up. The blending is going to be all the way up there, and we have a fourth now with Ryan Shawcross there again. He always seems to bloody score. He's an absolute beast on this game. As you can see, apart from Bent, who for some reason has okay morale, everyone's... I'm not too sure why he's like that, but never mind. I'll take Downing off since he's 85. Don't want to overstretch anyone. Actually, I'll throw Walcott on, go on. I think that... no, I'll make a few more changes. We'll throw on Lampard. Throw on Parker, actually. Let's see, who else can we bring on? Throw Parker on for Henderson. And yeah, that'll do. Let's try that. And I'm probably going to make some more subs as the game goes on. But it's a bit different when managing clubs. International. There's a lot more to take into consideration. Okay, Walcott probably. Oh my God! Phil Jones nearly scoring a goal on his debut there, and Shawcross nearly had a second. I don't know how that didn't go in. Yeah, there's a lot more issues to manage, rather than in a club. You have a select bunch of players. That's it. You stick with them, and they're like your babies. But in this, there's a whole pool of people. You can't say 150 players are like your babies, because that's too much. Not even crazy sex maniacs have that many babies. So there's a lot. There's a few different things to talk about, and that is quite rare. Frank Lampard getting booked. Euro 2012 as well, and maybe on FM12, maybe 2014 World Cup. Is one of the few times, the only time really, where you should be using the likes of Lampard. Who else? I don't know. I can't think. Hang on, I throw Rooney on. Likes of the old fogies. Likes of Terry, Ferdinand, Lampard. Still, Gerrard still has stuff in him. Has something left in him, in my opinion. Throw Young off, and once again, I'll just change Lampard to a playmaker. But I think once you get past them, stop using them, because they're going to be too old. They just, and I'm sure there are people out there who are going to be like, no, I've got to stick with these players. They're the only ones I know. And you're still playing them, and when they're 37 in the 2016 European Cup, Euro 2016 Euro. I shall say that one again. Euro 2016. So that's no good at all. And Billy Sharp. I don't know. I'm just going to keep this lad on. I'm just going to see how he does. Because if he came in today and scored 2 goals, and think, hang on, I've got a decent forward on my hands here, but we have 5, and Shawcross has 2. And as you can see, he is a proper English player. He's without using cliches or sounding cliche here. He puts his heart on his sleeve. He has that weird tenacity in this game. Built-in tenacity. Look how he rises above everyone to get his goal, and he's certainly a very possible future England captain. So I don't think there are any players you might know from the Bahama team, even if they're real. I don't even think these players are real. I don't think they're real, to be honest. I don't think there's a Bahama player who plays for the Bahamas called Juan Frias. I somehow doubt that. I could be completely wrong there and make me sound like an idiot. But Phil Jones, decent composure from him. Looks okay so far. Let's see if I can make a few changes to this back four. Take Leighton Baines off for Gary Cahill, and actually, who can? One thing I'm going to do now is put Jones into defensive midfield. I'm going to take Shawcross. Actually, no, I'm not going to take Shawcross off. I'm going to take. Oh, hang on, I've screwed this one up. Hang on. Let me undo the change there. I always have this terrible knack of thinking I can, manipulate plays. Okay, so Jones goes in there. Oh, there you go. Sure, yeah, just leave Leighton Baines. Screw it, I'm just going to leave Leighton Baines there. Take Micah Richards off for Glenn Johnson. That's the one. That's what I wanted to do. Just give me a second to think about it. Surprised Bahamas have even had the 2 shots, in fairness. I think that might have been my last sub. Gonna bring Gerrard on, maybe? Nah, leave it, forget it. I'm not making any more subs. Let's just let the game roll out then. And we have a corner with Scott Parker. No one's even there. No one even went to meet that. One can assume that is not Jermaine Beckford playing for the Bahamas there. Laugh if it was. As you can see, this team looked pretty decent. They were very impressive. Hopefully not like the real England, where they look pretty impressive throughout the qualifiers and then die on their asses when we get round to the main competition itself. Hopefully that is not going to be the case. I've barely had to change anything. Obviously we'll go a bit more detailed when the actual competition comes round. But this is just a stroll in the park today, so just a bit of fun, just to raise the morale and confidence of the players before the competition starts. Which of course I will be doing live commentaries on. And there's Rooney with a terrible, terrible effort. Yeah, and that's the main problem with long shots. They do tend to be a bit overpowered, so I'd never really recommend them. Interesting if we get into the corner, Ryan Shawcross could get a hat-trick. That would be quite funny. And Billy Sharp, I have no idea what on earth that was. He should have scored today, I'm sorry, but Just wanted to see how he'd play if he got a goal or not. See how good he is. He's, apart from Benson Rooney, he was like the next one, next highest goal scorer in who's English. So let's not bring him in. And he isn't that good. He's not good. So yeah, there you go, 5-0, and give them sensational, keep them morale. But as you can see, everyone's morale is superb except for Downing, which is still very good, which is still fine. Yeah, where's Darren Bent? Even Darren Bent's superb now, you know. So that's fine and always worth a shot. I mean, yeah, they've all actually played someone quite decent. Well, Wales have played Canada. Well, more. That's not a bad result for Canada. Actually, that's a bad. I don't know. Whatever. I don't know how good Canada are, in fairness. And look at that, Italy 2-1 against Holland. To expand, of course, on what I said in the comments, I indeed do actually love Canadians. I have many Canadian friends, very, very nice people indeed. So there we go, 5-0 against the Bahamas. And Ryan Shawcross there. Oh, look at that, we've got a Joe Cole, who's Irish. Hang on, he's not English. Oh, club's in England, I misread that. So, in 10 days, we go ahead and play Turkey in Chorzów. Assume that's in Ukraine. Let's make sure. Yep. Oh, yep. Oh, and then we play Italy in Gdansk. I love that word, Gdansk. It's fantastic. Anyway, so we move on then to Euro 2012 itself. Join me for episode 4 as we kick off Euro 2012 against Turkey. Thanks for watching, guys.